when creating your plan to achieve your massive goal that you truly desire with your heart and soul, you must keep it simple and short, because it should only involve a priority of a few steps, a few tasks. And those tasks could be just improving your self image so that you can become that type of person, and also doing the one task that will give you 80% of the results. Usually, there's a rule from the book called The 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, and he really mentioned a great rule, and it's called the 80-20 rule, as well as the Parkinson's law, but I'll get into that in a minute. The 80-20 rule is that 20% of tasks, so only just a handful, will give you 80% of the results when in comparison if you were to do all of them at once. If you did all the tasks at once, then you get 20% of the results. Focus on your main priority, and that could be just a few tasks at most. The next part about it is Parkinson's law, and this is something that I need to start doing, and I've incorporated it into my plan. And my goal is that I will achieve this goal by December, at the end of this year, December 31st. And whatever goal you set for yourself, you will achieve it in the whatever time length that you give it. And it must be sort of realistic, but also sort of unrealistic. So there's a bit of a balance between them. And what I mean by that is that you should be a bit uncomfortable about achieving it in that short time length, but it is decently long enough for you to actually achieve your goal. So it must balance out those two terms, and you must agree on what's the best time frame for you to achieve your goal. Make sure that when your plan is extremely simple and very straightforward, it's actually very easy to stick to it consistently over the long term, because you won't worry about what's the next problem going to be. You won't worry about just wondering what to do next, because you will have a greater idea of what needs improvement, what you're doing wrong, and what you need to change next time for further improvement. And that is the ideal way of how you achieve your goal. And you must live your life as if you've already achieved it. And then it will start manifesting, because you'll start thinking the right thoughts, you'll start feeling the right feelings as though you've already achieved your goal. And then most importantly, your actions will change, which will reflect of those of if you have already achieved your goal. And then reality will start changing its mirror, and then you will start to see results coming in. But excuse me, I shouldn't have said that. But before I say results, I believe that you will start finding better ways of improving yourself. And then you find, I can do these tasks like 10 minutes earlier than what I normally would. And that is a great pat on the back. Well done. And then as you keep manifesting and keep thinking the right thoughts, keep feeling the right feelings, and keep doing the right actions, then you'll start manifesting bigger improvements. And then eventually, when you're at the very peak of how fast you're improving and how well you are improving, so your quantity, your quality, and your spirit is all improving inside of your work at an incredibly high rate, then you will start getting the results. The results will be high quantity, high quality, and then high spirit. And that is ideal. And that is how manifestation works, in my opinion, from what I'm objectively seeing. But do not, this is a mistake that I made right now when speaking to you guys. Do not make any expectations. I'm sorry for not telling you this earlier. And I'm sorry for making this mistake for you. If some people have clicked off and just forgotten to listen to this very important part, I'm very sorry. I'm going to apologise in my next video about it too. But seriously, this is a mistake that I've made, and this is a mistake that every single person makes when they start manifesting and vibrating at the correct frequency to attract what they want in their life. And that is expectations. Having expectations that it will work instantly or however well they think. Because you might not attract it for a while. It might take a few months. It might just work for you in ways that you weren't really expecting. And you might change your goal completely. But you're still going to achieve your main objective for your goal. So focus on the main priority. That's number one, which involves the 80-20 rule. Make sure that you set your goal that is unrealistic but also realistic, so there's a bit of a balance between the two. Make sure that you vibrate at the right frequency, and that means thinking the right thoughts as if you've already achieved your goal, feeling the right feelings as though if you've already achieved your goal, and doing the right actions as if you've already achieved it. And number 4 is make sure you don't set any expectations and just trust the process. Let go of the results. Have faith in yourself, have faith in your plan, and have faith that everything will work out. And number 5, most importantly, is that we must stay consistent and stick to our goals to the best of our abilities. We're going to have some deep lows, but those lows can be incredibly great and set us up for a mountain of success after we get up from those bad times. Because hard times create strong men, and then strong men create excellent times. Hard times will make you a very strong man if you persist through it. Get through the dirty work. Get up from rock bottom and make yourself proud, because greatness could be right around the corner. But do not set any expectations. Do not get caught up in that. Otherwise, you'll start to lose hope in yourself, lose hope in your plan, and lose hope in everything that won't work out for you. I wish you all the best on your self-improvement journeys, everyone. I will be sharing you my advice from my journey and making sure that you avoid the mistakes that I make and avoid the mistakes that other people make as well, so that we can become stronger and better together. And I know for a fact that we will win on our journey towards success.